Hi, my name is Angela and welcome to Lesson 4 of the Health Happens Family Workshops. This week the lesson is all about dairy and flexibility, so get ready to get flexible with dairy. We are going to start out by discussing the importance of eating enough dairy products. What comes to mind when you think of dairy? Most of us think of milk when we hear the word dairy, but yogurt and cheese are also great sources of this nutritious food group. Can you think of any benefits dairy has for our health? What benefits does it provide for children? Dairy contains nutrients that help the body stay healthy and strong. These nutrients include calcium, potassium, and vitamin D. Calcium helps our bones and teeth stay strong. Potassium helps keep blood pressure within a normal range. Most Americans do not get enough potassium in their diet, but dairy products provide a great source. Vitamin D is added to most dairy products in the United States because it supports bone health. Dairy is very important for preschoolers because they are building their bone mass, which will support them for the rest of their lives. For adults, dairy helps keep bones strong so that as they get older, they do not suffer from weak and broken bones. Dairy also helps protect adults from heart disease and type 2 diabetes. What kind of dairy is best for you and your family? There are many different types of dairy products that can be bought, but the healthiest products have lower fat and less added sugar. Children 2 years and older should drink fat-free or skim or low-fat or 1% milk. Adults should too. Is anyone wondering why not whole milk? Toddlers, or children 1 to 2 years old, need that extra fat that is provided by the whole milk for brain growth. Once a child reaches the age of 2, he or she no longer needs whole milk and can switch to low-fat or fat-free milk. Low-fat and fat-free milk provide the same nutrients as whole milk, just less fat. Flavored milk, like strawberry and chocolate, is not recommended because they have added sugars. Children 2 to 5 years old need about 2 cups per day of dairy. Adults need 3 cups per day. Let's look at some common dairy portions. This helps us to see how we could get our recommended daily value of dairy. If I need 3 cups of dairy each day, I could have 1 8-ounce container of yogurt for breakfast, 1.5 ounces of mozzarella cheese on my vegetable pizza for lunch, half cup of low-fat milk with dinner, and a half cup of frozen yogurt after dinner. Can you come up with ways your preschooler can get their 2 cups of dairy in a day? Now that we've learned why dairy is so important and how much we need each day, let's go to the grocery store and find some dairy.
Hi, we're in the grocery store with my friend Cindy the Carrot. Cindy, are you ready to go shopping for some dairy? Before we get started, let's talk about Go and Whoa foods again. Do you remember learning about Go and Whoa fruits, vegetables, and whole grains? We can apply the concepts of Go and Whoa foods to dairy too. This is a great way to help your children understand what a healthy dairy option is. Go dairy contains less fat, and Whoa dairy contains more fat and sugar. So now we're ready to go find some dairy. Cindy, is that a Go drink? What do you think? Because whole milk is high in fat, it is not a Go drink. It's a Whoa drink. Let's choose skim or low-fat milk instead. Cindy, what do you think about chocolate milk? Is it a Go drink? Remember, chocolate and strawberry milk have added sugar. Low-fat or skim plain white milk is the best choice. I want a cheese to sprinkle on my salads I bring for lunch, but which kind should I get? Cindy, is this mild cheddar cheese a good choice? What would you suggest then? Oh, good job finding some Go dairy items, Cindy. Let's look at these labels. This regular cheese has 9 grams of fat, but this 2% milk cheese only has 6. And feta cheese is naturally lower in fat, so it's a Go food too, and would be really great on my salad. We'll talk more about the nutrition facts label in a moment. Here are some more examples of Go and Whoa dairy. Cindy, do you like yogurt? Well, let's go find some yogurt then. Oh goodness, Cindy, there are so many different kinds of yogurt. How will we ever decide which one to buy? We can use the nutrition facts label. Do you remember what we look at first on a nutrition facts label? We look at the serving size first. On the left, you'll see the low-fat blueberry yogurt, and on the right, you'll see the non-fat blueberry yogurt. Both have a serving size of 6 ounces or 3/4 of a cup, and there is 1 serving in the container. The low-fat blueberry yogurt has 160 calories, and the non-fat blueberry yogurt has 90 calories. So the non-fat yogurt has 70 fewer calories. Non-fat yogurt has no fat because it is made from skim milk, and this low-fat yogurt has 1.5 grams of fat. Both of these are a go food because they are low in fat. The non-fat yogurt has 13 grams of sugar, and the low-fat yogurt has 25 grams. Where is the sugar coming from? We can look at the ingredients to help us figure that out. By looking at the labels, which yogurt do you think is considered a go food? The plain yogurt would be considered a go food because only has 10 grams of sugar, which is natural sugar from the milk. The fruit yogurt has 44 grams. The plain yogurt also has more protein and fewer calories. Neither of the yogurts have trans fat. You can also check the ingredients to compare dairy products. The ingredient that is present the most in the product is listed first. Look for added sugars like corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, fruit juice concentrate, maltose and dextrose, sucrose, honey, and maple syrup. Notice that there are no added sugars in the plain yogurt, but there is high fructose corn syrup in the fruit yogurt. Yogurt is a great go snack. Just make sure to read the label first. This fat-free plain yogurt would be a great choice, and you can add in your own toppings and mix in so you control how much sugar is added. Let's move to the kitchen to see how we can use yogurt in a super yummy go snack.
Now that we have learned why we should eat and drink dairy, we are going to make low-fat frozen yogurt, which is a healthy dairy snack. Here we have low-fat plain yogurt and frozen strawberries, but you could use any fruit you would like, such as mangoes or bananas. You could also buy fresh fruit and freeze it yourself. This is a super easy recipe. It only takes a few steps. First, we are going to add half a cup of our low-fat plain yogurt. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of strawberries. And then we blend. Okay, our frozen yogurt is ready. It's that easy to make a healthy dairy snack. There are lots of ways you can use dairy in recipes. Here are some others: yogurt-covered blueberry bites and low-fat veggie dip. There are also ways you can make sure you're making smart dairy choices when you are cooking and baking. Here are some examples. You could substitute non-fat or low-fat yogurt for sour cream, low-fat cream cheese or ricotta cheese for regular cream cheese, skim milk and vegetable oil for whole milk, cream, or buttermilk, evaporated skim milk for heavy whipping cream, and low-fat milk and vinegar or lemon juice for buttermilk. So now that we've learned about dairy and made a delicious dairy go snack, let's talk about flexibility.
Before we start doing some flexibility activities, let's learn about what flexibility is. Sit down.
Why is flexibility important? Flexibility combines stretching and strengthening exercises that help your muscles, bones, and joints, which can help support the body and keeps us healthy. Just like there are dietary guidelines, there are also physical activity guidelines. The American Heart Association recommends doing flexibility training 2 to 3 days per week. There are many ways you and your family can be flexible at home. You can stretch anywhere. You can stretch in the car, while watching a movie, or at the park.
Can you think of other places you can make stretching fun? Reese, you can stretch a stool. That's a great idea. Your whole class could stretch before they go outside and play.
Let's go over some tips for stretching with your whole family. Parents, you want to make it fun and relatable for your preschoolers. Incorporate yoga poses that allow children to pretend they are animals or objects.
Y'all want to do some yoga poses with me? Try these at home with us. Okay, we're going to do tree pose first. So start by balancing on one foot and put the other foot on the inside of your calf or your thigh. So you can keep it right here if you want. And then Raise your hands up above your head and spread your arms wide like branches. Good job. All right, make sure to try your other foot. Try this one. Oh, Cindy, it's okay if you lose your balance. Just have fun and be safe. Okay, now we're going to try a seal stretch. We have to lay on our bellies first. So start by laying face down on the ground. Put both hands on the ground next to your shoulders and push your chest up into the air. Good job. Can you make a seal noise too? Okay, we're going to try one more yoga pose. This one is called downward dog. So this time we're going to start on our hands and knees. Can you get on your hands and knees? Good job. And then push your hips into the air and straighten your arms and legs. This should look like an upside down V. See? Can you make a dog noise? Can you bark? Arr, arr, arr. Woof, woof. Good job. I hope you've had fun trying these at home with us. There are many more yoga poses you can use as flexibility activities with your family. Here are some examples. Now we're going to try some of these poses by playing a game of Yogi Says. Have you played Simon Says before? No. Well, I'll tell you how. If you're playing at home, you can play in groups of two, a parent and preschooler together, or a preschooler and an older sibling together. We're going to have each group be the yogi. So you guys can be on a team, or if you guys want to team up, and then me and you. And when someone is the yogi, they will say, Yogi Says, and then do one of the yoga poses we learned about a few minutes ago. Then everyone does that same pose. As you go around the group, you add on more poses. All right, so our group will go first, okay? So Yogi Says, downward dog. Can everyone do that? Good job. Okay, next group.
Simon Says tree.
So we do downward dog, and then we have to do tree. Downward dog, and come up. And show me your tree. Good job. Okay, one more. Yogi Says seal stretch. So we're going to do downward dog. And tree. And seal. Good job. Great job, everyone. You were all great yogis. This is just one example of how to include fun stretching and flexibility games at home. We are almost done with our lesson. Let's finish the day by setting some goals.
Before we finish, we are going to make a few goals for our families that have to do with what we learned today. Would you and your family write down 2 goals, one that relates to dairy and one that relates to flexibility? If you are having trouble coming up with these goals, here are a few examples. I will begin to transition my family from 2% milk to 1% by buying 1% milk and low-fat yogurt at the grocery store this week. Or an example of a goal related to flexibility. I will play Yogi Says with my children 3 nights this week before they go to bed. You and your family can keep your bones healthy with low-fat dairy and physical activity that includes flexibility exercises. Please join us for our next lesson on meats, fats, and strengthening exercises. See you next time.
Thank you for watching this Health Happens video. Please let us know you watched the video by clicking on the link in the description section below. This will allow you to be entered into a drawing to win fun, nutrition, and physical activity prizes for you and your family.